now mushrooms you can't grate, so you just cut them up really small, and we can use the nubby ends as well, as long as they're all nice and clean, like these. If you've got any compost left on them, then you need to give them a good old rub over. But actually you don't need to take the top off this or anything. That's all nice and clean, and it's been in a sterile growing place. So then you just want to slice it into thin slices, and as they fall just turn them over, cut them this way, keep your fingers out of the way, and then line it all up, turn it round and just chop it the other way. And although that's not quite as small as grated, it's perfectly enough for a mushroom. And it may be that this is a good way to introduce mushrooms to kids, because I think sometimes they think that mushrooms as a big whole thing might be a bit juicy for them, over juicy, and maybe they don't like the texture. But here we've got nice tiny little bits of mushroom that really will take up the flavour of the meat so nicely, and the flavour of the onions, and it will just enhance and back up whatever flavour meat you're using. So they don't necessarily get that there's mushrooms in there, unless they're particularly picky about mushrooms, in which case just don't use the mushrooms.